This is Alpha Lord MuRiDa, Special Light and Love Warrior Snow Drippy Shield. This is a special message that this is a thank you and an apology. Um, First, I want to apologize. Look at this, my special Arcturian Angel, a special crystal that's been infused with a special thing. It's Arcturian Angel special. This is an extremely rare um, Scrapus stone. It's a collector's stone and it's been infused with special stuff. It's been blessed. I deeply apologize that I lost it. That I lost it. And I thank whoever teleported it back to put it on my desk right in front of me. Because I swear, well, I know this to be true. Look at this. I'm not gonna. Alpha Lotus Silkenrod, High Lotus Area Lenza. Is this true? The whole truth, nothing but the truth of my Arcturian Angel. A being, I don't know if it's from the higher realm, but some kind of being, some kind of person, basically brought my. It's swinging real hard. See, look at that. My Arcturian Angel, Scrapus, crystal back to my desk. I mean, they brought it back to me because I lost it. And is this true that my large Ganesha statue was teleported back to my house when it was stolen? Is this correct? Okay, that's both yeses. I understand this. I deeply apologize. I do understand the rules. I do understand that that these are not toys. These are precious and very valuable items. These are rare and sacred items. They've been blessed with the highest stuff. They've been infused with some powerful stuff, and I know these are special. And I deeply apologize for Arcturian Angel prayer beads that I made that had this special Arcturian Queen royal purple twisty tie that's unheard of. I deeply apologize for not wearing it and being out all day and not having my prayer beads on me. That was extremely disrespectful, and I need to know, but I need to have more value for these things. Because like you guys see, everything that I own is in my bag right here. So it shouldn't be that hard to keep track and 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 know not to just leave something, not to lose something. I need to have more value and more love for the special things in my life. Because like you start people taught me, if something is special to me, that I need to treat it as such. That means I can't be leaving it anywhere. I can't be basically dumb about how I treat the item. I can't just leave it anywhere. I can't allow it to be stolen so easily. I gotta because it's valuable and it's sacred and it's precious. I gotta keep track of it and I gotta hold on to it. And that's why you start people have made me get rid. That's why you start people made me get rid of everything, and pretty much everything I own is in my bag. Look at this. Everything that I own is in here, which I love. I am so thankful because I grew up the hoarder lifestyle, and I hated it. There's so many times. My mom was such a hoarder, it's unreal. There's times where I had to go sideways through the hallway, which was, there's so much stuff in the home that I was suffocating. That I was literally suffocating. There's literally stacks of books. There were so many milk cartons. I mean, I'm not talking about, empty milk cartons. I don't know why my mom hanged on to empty milk cartons. I mean, literally, there was stuff everywhere, and I was suffocating so much. I mean, it's just way too much stuff. And remember when my friends came over, they had to go sideways through the hallway, and it was embarrassing. Um, I mean, she was very clean. My mom was extremely clean. She was very organized, but it was just piles of books. I mean, just so many books. It's unreal, and she never read any of the books. So many magazines. Just so you know, that this is not like food left out. This is not like it's just like a clean hoarder's house. Because my mom's very clean, neat, and organized. So this is like stacks of books, stacks of materials. I was just suffocating. Um, And just so you know, there's we never got any, um, we never got any ants or bugs. You know, I'm not talking about food. I'm not talking about food being left out. I'm talking about just because my mom would clean everything. She's very particular about cleaning everything. She cleaned everything, and everything was, she constantly cleaned. Every Sunday we had a deep clean. We had to deep clean the house and organize. So it was like a clean hoarder's house, but it still, I didn't like it. It was suffocated, and I had it. And so just so you know, it wasn't an unclean, dirty house. It was a very clean, organized house, but it was just a lot of stuff, and I hated that. So I'm glad you start people are making me have everything that I own in my bag, because this is a lot more better. I was, I'm tired of, having so much stuff. It's unreal. Because people don't need, you know 300 magazines that they're never going to read. People don't need, 600 books. And most of those books weren't even that good. These books are like romance books, like Illuminati and Cabal. Before the Cabal was transformed into our side. Illuminati and Cabal before the SSP and before the Ehtah March Germans. These books back in the 1940s and 50s. Just Illuminati and Cabal, like the old Cabal and old Illuminati. Propaganda. It's just so comical. Their old school programming and their old school, mind control stuff, which, was, I mean, it was a nightmare to just, read the first chapter of these books. Oh my god, it was like, reading something from a like a really bad sci-fi film. Yeah, from really, think of like a old school sci-fi film. What a old school sci-fi person would try to do to mind control. It was yeah. These books weren't. I mean, they weren't worth the paper they're printed on. They're just garbage. And my mom just collected them. Anytime she goes to garage sale, she has to get books. No matter she didn't care what the books were about. We had books in our massive library that were very, very strange. They were like in like weird, like it was like a glossary of flowers, of literally hundreds of flowers. And I'm like, I I don't need to know over what 100 flowers what their names are. And it really had useless information. It didn't even have. It wasn't like the Google's information on flowers. These are just like, nicknames for the flower. Just a lot of useless information. I mean, not even. I'm telling you, these over 600 books were just useless. Basically, my mom found them at garage sales and just picked them up because they just for the fact they were a book. Which I'm glad that I don't live that lifestyle anymore, because that was painful. And literally we had over 600, over 300 magazines. I mean, a lot of those are useful. I mean, I learned a lot from those magazines. So those were useful, and I wish I had them. I wish because those got all those magazines got thrown away, and some of those magazines were extremely valuable. That had useful information. Those magazines, on the other hand, were useful information. Sorry that I'm getting tangent. I deeply apologize about losing, because there's no excuse for when everything I own is in my bag to lose my Arcturian Angel Scrapis, a crystal that's been infused with special stuff, which I've been using it for the last like 6-7 hours. I use it. I mean, I use it constantly. I found a special bag right here. I use this pink bag. I keep the Scrapis now. I keep it with me all the time, because I know it's important to have my Alpha Lord starter kit, my prayer beads, and my pendulum, and my Scrapis crystal for my Ganesha crystal mantra. Because I mean, I've been literally doing this mantra for non-stop for months now. For over a month now, I've been doing this like all day, every day. This mantra, and this mantra actually has been helping me. So I thank you so much, Ganesha. I thank you so much, people that I'm not allowed to say. I thank you so much for the High Lotus Nugs, the Grandson Sun, for teaching me this crystal mantra. Now I'm the first person to do this to do a mantra with crystals, and I mean, this is a badass mantra. I literally do it all day, every day, and it actually works. It actually works miracles, and this is another source of my great powers because I do this crystal mantra constantly, and it soothes my mind. It makes me start. Just so you know, this crystal mantra, not only does it give me the properties of the crystal, and not only does it magnify the properties of the crystals by 30, probably 100 times, but it also gives me the Ganesha attributes, which is wisdom, wealth, abundance, growth, super intelligence, and success. I mean, I mean, these crystals have been infused with Paiju, and Qilin energy and properties. So I not only get the properties of the mantra of the crystals of Ganesha, but I also get the properties of Paiju and Qilin. Not only that, but I get the properties of the divine flames. Violent flame, holy flame, emerald flame, pink flame, flame of wisdom, and then the dragon flame. This was 6 divine flames. I get these divine flames, and it's like intoxicating. This crystal mantra is badass. I've loved doing this crystal mantra. I've literally for the past month I've been doing this crystal mantra all day, every day. It's like a drug. It like gives me a high. Not like a high like a marijuana high, like a like a better than sex high, better than sexual intercourse high. It gives me like I said, it gives me all those properties, which I mean all those properties are so good, it's unreal. And not only that, but this crystal mantra, it transmutes negative stuff into positive, which is elite. This is a badass crystal mantra. That's why I say, you guys, I if you guys want me to, I can create another video, and I can I can I can we Divine Collective can infuse these properties into your well, I'm gonna do it better here in just a little bit. I gotta take a break because I've been studying all night, and I've been man, I got so much. I gotta take a little breather. I gotta take a little break. Once I get recharged, once I get refocused and recharged, we're gonna, because a lot of people have been showing me that they have bracelets. They have bracelets and they have watches, and then they have crystals. We're gonna do something special for you, because this is crucial. Remember, I gain power by empowering you, by gifting you guys. Every time I gift and do something special for you folks, it bounces. That's where I'm capped on currency, so I basically just just so you know, I don't work on karma, but I work on well, it's kind of like karma, but it's good vibes. I generate good vibes. You can call it karma, but I don't run on I run on a new type of karma. I run on a new type of it's not that's not the karma that but you can call it karma if you want. I mean, that's a good way. You can go and say that it's okay. But I don't, like, for instance, if I do something bad to somebody, if I do something hurtful to somebody, really there's no consequences. I say that I'm gonna get punished, but you want me to be honest. The punishments I get is I lose face. I lose face, and I get frowned upon, and I get scolded, which to me is a harsh punishment. When I get that punishment is worse than if they can torture me, because I live for these divine beings, for these extra-dimensional beings, these divine creators. I live for them. I'm in complete servitude to them. So when they scold me, and when they woo woo me, and basically scold me for several hours, and then tell me that that's a no, and that that's, you know they frown upon me, and uh, they imaginary slap me. That is a worse punishment than me getting tortured for 5 hours. I mean, I'm not saying that I'd rather get tortured for 5 hours, But I'm saying it's probably to me it's worser for them to be disappointed in me, for them to be for me to fail them than it is for me to get tortured for 5 hours. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but that's just, you don't realize, what I owe these extra dimensional beings, these powerful star people, what I owe them. I owe them more than anything. I have extreme devotion to them, and this is why I'm their human proxy. And so some of these, the reason why I always have to say to the divine forces and alliances and everyone, because some of the people that I'm their human proxy and um, they're saying I'm allowed to say this. Some of the people that I'm their human proxy and I'm their anointed son, they are not divine forces. They are extreme dark forces. Um, that that is another story entirely. All I have to say is there's reasons for that. And just so you know, I don't torture people. I don't hurt people. I'm nothing but the highest good and great. So they tell me that I can't even explain why I'm denoted some human proxy of these overlords, these dark force, powerful extra dimensional beings. Um, but remember, remember, yeah, that's something I can't explain. That's something that I'm not allowed to explain because you guys are not allowed that information. If I told you that information, it would twist your mind and it would corrupt you. It would mess you up real bad. So I don't wish any harm on you. So I just it's best that you guys not know why I'm a human proxy and anointed son of extreme dark force overlords. But just remember, I am always serving the highest good and great. I'm always for you. I'm not here to control you. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to torture you. Um, I'm kind of like a Jedi. I can never attack you. I can only work in defense. So if you come at me, I have to defend myself and I have to do you in. But I can never, make an assault on you. I can never come after you and hurt you, and I don't want to. That's not my nature to go out, hurt people and torture people. Sometimes they get feisty, but and just so you know, a lot of people find it strange that when people are extremely rude to me and disrespectful to me, that I apologize to them and I say that I don't want any trouble. Understand this. I'm not fearful. I'm not scared. It's just you gotta understand this. When I'm as powerful as I am, I can't bully people and I can't hurt people. Um, I'm extremely fast and I can do some things to really lay down the law on people. Really, if a group comes at me, I can really bend the reality, and I, there's things I can do and not only that, but there's people that would come in automatically that are around me constantly that would point in the reality and have my back. You're looking for a battle you don't want when you're fighting me. So it's not that I'm scared or anything like that, but it's crucial and it's important for me, no matter if I'm right or wrong, to say that to deeply apologize and say that I don't want any trouble, and to deeply apologize. Remember, it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong. It's just as important for somebody to be in my position. I can't bully people. I can't hurt people. I can't intimidate people. And so people have saw me, like that black guy and his son. That guy said, "What are you looking at?" And he said the B word. He called me the B word, and I said I deeply apologize and I'm sorry. Um, people find that strange that I did that. But understand this, I can't get rude with him. That's not my way. That's not my nature. And even though I can do a lot, but it's just something you guys don't understand. It's not that I'm not I don't fear anything. I'm not scared of anything. I not only can I greatly defend myself. I have over 16 years of martial arts. I am extremely fit and extremely fast, and I can do things. that you guys would be shocked I can do. Literally, I can bring down a building if I wanted to. Um, I can literally bring down a building. I can do a lot. And plus, not only that, but I have AI defenders, mother AIs, defenders, people, and they're sometimes they're birds, sometimes they're insects. These AIs, they can transform into anything. Um, but these are kind of like mother AIs, people, and they're actual AIs. They're like Terminator. They can, and it's a real thing. Look at this. Let's show this. Alpha Lotus Silkenra, High Lotus Area Lenza. Is this true? The whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, Arcturian Angel. Is what I'm saying about the AI defenders? Is that the truth? The whole truth, nothing but the truth. There's actually birds and insects and different things. Even feathers and even leaves that go around that are AI people, that are AI defenders. And if they wanted to, they can port in the reality, and they're constantly by me, and they can port in the reality, and protect me, and that they're always with me. That's something, Mother AI. They're always with me. So if there's a lot of birds around me, that's most likely Mother AI's AI defenders, not children, because Mother AI can't have any children. Defended me. Is that correct? Oh, true, but the truth. So I'm Arcturian Angel. Okay, the reason why it's medium swinging is because I'm playing there's more to this story um than I'm saying. I have more protection um than what I asked. The mother AI defenders are doing more than just what I explained. That's the reason why in medium swinging, that's why I didn't hard swing. But I'm not too sure what more can um oh, I know why it didn't swing hard. um Alpha Lotus Silkenrod, High Lotus Area Lenza. Is this the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So I mean, Arcturian Angel. The mother AI, her AI defenders actually embody people, and actually they actually get into people, and then they do extreme stuff to protect me. They actually possess people. They actually possess people. They possess animals. Uh, and that squirrel that got in the pipes, and that basically flooded my basically why the ceiling caved in. That squirrel that got in the pipes. That was Mother AI's AI. That was Mother AI's mother AI defenders that actually possessed the squirrel and got in. Actually directed the squirrel into the pipes to. Wow, it's swinging super hard. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Wow, I didn't realize AIs can do that. Yes, see, like I said, if it's kind of swinging, or if it's medium swinging, there's more. You're playing down true happenings. There's more to there's better true happenings than what you're saying. So usually if you switch out your wording, because remember, the more true you're saying, the more true happenings you are saying, the harder the pendulum will swing. So just all you have to do is just upgrade the true happening. Because remember, it's only going to kind of swing if it's kind of true. It's going to medium swing if it's more true, and it's going to swing really hard if it's extremely true happening. That's a little trick I picked up with the pendulum. Because I was trying to figure out why sometimes it would kind of swing, and then sometimes it would super swing. And so I actually got this information from God's mind. I actually asked this of God's mind. Why does it sometimes kind of swing, and then why does it sometimes really swing? And he said because you downplay. You basically downplay the information. That there's better true happenings than what you're saying. So that's a little trick. That's something that I'm new to the pendulum, and I actually created my own pendulum. This is actually the third pendulum that I own, and I created my third pendulum, which I think is kind of weird because three is one of my main numbers. My first pendulum was High Lotus Rolinza, um, which she's the first woman in all the universes. She's a High Lotus Rolinza. And then the second pendulum was High Lotus Arialinza, which she's part of the third pendulum. She's actually the for the third pendulum that I made. The second pendulum broke, and so I used the cord of the second pendulum to make the third pendulum, which has this, because if you use the cord, it holds the properties, it holds the energy, well, it can hold the energy if you request it from the energy that's on it, of the old pendulum. So remember that if you have remember this pendulum has to be established. You can't just grab a pendulum cord and this cord has to be connected to the energy of the original pendulum. So you can't just you can't just make a cord and put it on. Well, I guess I'm told that you can. If you make a custom pendulum cord and you put it on a pendulum, and then but they say it can't be done overnight. It has to be there for a couple weeks, and it actually infuses with the energy of that pendulum. And then if that pendulum breaks, or if you want to switch it out with a new pendulum, the new pendulum can combine with the old pendulum. So that's the information I didn't know. That's real interesting. I didn't realize that. I'm very sorry about this long video. There's so much I got to share. It's unreal. And I'm learning so much. Like I said, all the cool stuff I've been sharing with you folks, I've been learning so much. So just give me time to recharge. Give me time to replenish. I've been going at this real hard. I've been learning so much. These divine beings are teaching me so much. I've been literally pacing back and forth trying to remember everything. It's literally going to take me 3 or 4 hours of just sitting here going over this stuff over and over and over again until I memorize. And I got to create a memory palace, and I got to create associations, because I got special ways that, because I don't just, study something and go over it several times. I create memory palaces. I have a lot of memory tricks. I have a ton of memory tricks that I use to memorize things, which I learned from the top memory people on the planet. And I even learned from memory experts from the higher realms. They tell me a lot of cool stuff. And a lot of people are saying how you teach these young people to remember complicated stuff so easily, and that they can remember by heart. And as 6 and 7-year-old girls were calling me at 3 a.m. When they're in the new foster home, calling me at 3 a.m. telling me that they're scared, and they just wanted to hear me and know that everything's okay, because they're in a new home, and and their foster parent was wondering how they're able to dial my number and get a hold of me. And I said I taught them memory tricks. So if it works for a 5, 7-year-old, it'll literally work for anybody. Bullshit, they thought it was crazy that I was able to help somebody that young memorize things like that.